Hendrickson out of the backfield. Has some daylight. Hurdles to the end zone. In for the score, and he took a lick from Miles Jack, but he hung on.
Welcome to New Stripe City, a YouTube channel for diehard Bengals fans. I'm your host, Ace Boogie. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. We truly appreciate it. We bring all kinds of Bengals news and things of that nature, and we're trying to increase the quality of this channel. So if you do hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because that helps our channel become so much better, and that helps improve the quality. But let's get down to why you're here. The Bengals are out here signing free agents, people, on day one. And they signed Trey Hendrickson with a 4-year deal for $60 million, $32 million guaranteed. He's 26. He's from Orlando, Florida, from the area that I currently reside in. He went to Apopka High School down here. He also went to Florida Atlantic University. And he was the Defensive Player of the Year in the East-West Shrine game, or the Defensive Player of the game, 6'4", 266 pounds, ran a 4.65, 32.5-inch arms. He was a third-round pick out of New Orleans. He was actually the pick that was made in exchange for Brandon Cooks, and he competed with Alex Okafor for the starting spot, but he ended up being a reserve, and he really came on in 2019 with 4.5 sacks, but really shined in 2020 where he had 13.5 sacks. 2 of those being on Tom Brady, another 2 being on Pat Mahomes. And he's been compared player comp-wise on playerprofiler.com to Mario Addison, which was a guy for the Bills, edge rusher that had 9.5 sacks. The only issue is he has had some minor injuries, really, with his neck. He's missed 5 total games since coming in since 2017, and has also had a knee strain before, but the neck seems to kind of be a recurring thing. So that's just something to watch about this guy. But in terms of a grade, I actually love the pick. Obviously we were somewhat sour with Carl Lawson being out of here. And this is a guy that's 26. So he's a year older than Lawson, but they literally have the same number of sacks. But there's a little bit of a key difference in terms of the size, with him being slightly taller than Lawson there. But you can't really be mad at this, because this is a guy that had 13.5 sacks last year. You talk about the Bengals having 17 total sacks last season, and it makes sense. It's easy to kind of sell the fan base on this. The interesting part is that he actually ended up receiving, if I'm not mistaken, $2 million more per year in guaranteed money, which makes it interesting. Lawson had a 3-year deal. He gets a 4-year deal, so it gets him to right at 30, which is an age that the Bengals are really comfortable with. They're not really comfortable with doing deals past 30. So we'll see what's going to happen. He was a guy that did obviously get some help from Cameron Jordan, but I think that we'll have to see how the Bengals play this out. But they immediately come back and do something that they haven't done in the past, which I can't remember the time that they've signed a guy on the first day. I think one that comes to mind is A.J. Hawk. However, A.J. Hawk wasn't a huge one. And I got a donation here. I appreciate that from AWA. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Appreciate you guys for supporting. If you guys are aware of any one of your friends that would love to hear my content, please feel free to really share this on your social media. So I truly appreciate that. But this team needed help with the pass rush, and so they had to go and get this guy, because, a lot of people are like D-Dada right here. Who is Hendrickson? Just know that he had 13.5 sacks last year, and all sacks aren't created equal. I understand that. I'm not going to say that he's going to go out and end up with 13.5, but this was a guy that if you do get someone across from him, whether it's Sam Hubbard, whether it's my guy Khalid Kareem, he's a guy that can come into the mix and has shown to be able to rush the passer. Now, I'm going to get more in depth with him. We're definitely going to do a film review. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that alert button so that you can be notified when I come to you guys with the Cut to Tape On edition for him. So yes, there will be a Trey Hendrickson Cut to Tape On, and any player that we sign here in free agency, you can bet it that we're going to go ahead and try to make sure that we get him on there. There's also some rumors about Mike Hilton as well. I'm gonna have to do some research on Mike Hilton. We'll have to see. It seems that they're going after him. Mike Hilton, I'd have to talk to I'd have to talk to a guy on my other channel, the AFC North Talk. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, please be sure to subscribe over there. We have a We've got a show going on tomorrow, AFC North Talk, so please be sure to do that. And then also we're going to be giving away a jersey of your choice. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers before we give that away. So you can get something like this TO jersey behind me. You can get one of the Bengals new jerseys. And we also have links in the description as well for any kind of merchandise that you're looking for the Bengals on Fanatics. I just dropped some on my Twitter account at New Stripe City with some dope hats. They got some dope stuff over there. So please be sure to hit it up. Shout out to my man, Robert Stevens. Yes, the Owens jersey is super heat. I appreciate it, bro. Somebody says that they still need answers. My man, King Mills from the 40 that I ran, bro. Yeah, man, I'm actually still in recovery from that. Found out that I was washed. If you haven't watched that video, please be sure to check it out. It's hilarious. I was washed. I'm recovering now. The hope is that I will try to attempt to run the 40 again. Don't want to hurt myself, but we'll see what's happening. But Mike Hilton is a solid slot. I do have to agree with that. What's up to my man Mike in the comments? 513, what's going on? But the Bengals did what we needed them to do. They answered back. You know, they were fighting some adversity. And I was actually on the phone with a good friend of mine, former player of the Bengals, and we were talking about it. And as soon as we were talking about the whole situation, ended up seeing the Hendrickson thing happen on Twitter. So I think that it's a guy, and he said, you know, generally because things went the way that they did with Carl, you know, you had to see them come back and make a move. And I think that this was the move, and it's not hard to get behind it, right? You talk about 4 years, $60 million. The Bengals went ahead and paid that money. It's on the first day. I mean, what could you really be upset about? So we'll have to see what they come back with day two. Didn't see any news about William Jackson III. I wonder if he's still in the loop to possibly come back. We'll have to see. They talked about Mike Hilton, so obviously he may be a slot corner. But we'll look into that, and we'll analyze all these picks as they happen. But I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and what you think about this signing of Trey Hendrickson. Is he going to be a guy that can replace Carl Lawson? Do you think he's going to be better than Carl Lawson? What do you think? Is he not Carl Lawson? Should the Bengals have still brought back Carl Lawson? So we'll have to see. Also, let me know if you think that the Bengals should get another defensive end. I would love to hear that in the comments. And also, if you think that they should get a corner, what happens if they get Curtis Samuel? I'm just saying, Gabe Jackson's still out there too. So I'm just saying, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And as usual, I'll leave you guys with a who day all day, every day, and especially on Sunday.
He gave his rookie-laden Bengals a high mark as they passed from the kindergarten of preseason to the first grade of regular league play.
Cincinnati's best came in the first quarter, the first time they had the ball. Quarterback Dewey Warren and fullback Tom Smiley combined for Cincinnati's first pass completion.
Bengal founder Paul Brown fashioned this novel design. As new to the game today as the forward pass was a century ago.
Montana dragged down at the 31-yard line.
In 1996, the Bengals finished strong and finished right.
Touchdown! Yes!
You say what? We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We got to bow to Corey Dillon.
Bulldog from the 32 with Mixon in the backfield. It's Dalton out to Mixon. He's got some room.
It's Mixon diving up and over.
We're gonna hammer home competition, preparation, okay, and diligence in everything we do.
It's a new year, same old question. How do you stop 85?
They're looking down the field for the home run ball. It's fourth, and in a day, touchdown!